Welcome to the Mastering the Keys series, where we'll learn how to master every key on the piano. Whether you're a music producer, a songwriter, or just looking to improve your musical skills, being able to play in every key is important because it allows you better control over the sounds and emotions that you can create with your music. I've heard from many people that each major and minor key have their own unique feeling to them, so let me know what you feel from the key of D minor down below. I personally feel it's the saddest of all keys, but it really just depends on how you use it. So now that we've gone through all of the sharped minor keys, we'll head back up to the top of the circle of fifths and go down the flat side on the left. Starting at the top on A minor, we'll head down to the next key signature in the circle, D minor. First, let's take a look at the key signature. D minor is the relative key to F major. This means the two keys will share the same key signature. Like F major, this key has only one flat in the key signature. By following the order of flats, we know that this first flat will always be B flat. Now let's talk about the notes that make up the key. Since the key is D minor, the root of the scale is also D. To find the notes in a minor scale, we'll start on our root note and use the minor scale step pattern of whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, and whole step. Following this pattern gives us the notes D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, and back to D. Now let's try playing that D minor scale on the piano. I believe this is one of the easier minor scales to play because it follows the C major scale pattern. Because it doesn't have very many flats and it starts on a white key, it doesn't require a ton of unnatural hand movements or hand switches. Starting with the right hand, we'll take our thumb or finger number 1 and start on D, and we'll play D with 1, E with 2, and F with 3. Then we'll shift up the hand so that finger 1 plays G, then play A with 2, B flat with 3, and C with 4. Then we'll land on D with 5. Then head back down by playing C with 4, B flat with 3, A with 2, and G with 1. Then shift your hand down so you play F with 3, E with finger 2, and finally land home on D with finger 1. Again, those finger numbers are 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then head back down to 4, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1. Now be sure to practice that scale pattern slowly until you can do it 3 times in a row without making a mistake. Then you can slowly work on speeding it up. Once you feel comfortable with that, we can move on to the left hand. Let's start with finger 5, the pinky, on D, and play D with 5, E with 4, F with 3, G with 2, and A with 1. Then we'll shift up so that you play B flat with 3, C with 2, and land on D with finger 1. Then head back down, playing C with 2, and then B flat with 3. Now shift the hand down so that you play A with finger 1, G with 2, F with 3, E with 4, and land back home on D with finger 5. Again, those finger numbers are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1. Then head back down with 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now be sure to practice those shifts slowly and methodically so you can do them without having to look at your hands every time they shift positions. Once you can play the left hand without mistakes, we'll try putting them together. Now let's set up our hands with 5 on D in the left hand and 1 on D in the right hand, and we'll play D, E, and then F. Then the right hand shifts up to G, then play A, and now the left hand shifts up to B flat, then play C, and then D. Then we'll head back down to C, then B flat, and now shift the left hand down to A, then play G, and the right hand will shift down to F, then play E, and finally land back home on D. Let's run that scale one more time, but a little bit slower. We'll play D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, and D. Then we'll head back down to C, B flat, A, G, F, E, and D. Now if you're following along with the video, great work on that scale. Once you feel comfortable with the scale, we can move on to the arpeggios. Arpeggios are just runs that will play the root, the third, and the fifth of the scale. In the key of D minor, those notes are D, F, and A. In the right hand, we'll start with finger 1 on D and play D with 1, F with 2, A with 3, and then we'll shift up our hand to play the next D an octave up with finger 1, then play F with 2 and A with 3, then we'll stretch that pinky up to play D with 5. Then we'll head back down, playing A with 3, F with 2, and D with 1. Then we'll shift down to play that next A with finger 3, F with finger 2, and land back home on D with finger 1. Again, those finger numbers for the right hand arpeggio are 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 5. Then heading back is finger 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1. And now we can take a look at that left hand arpeggio. It plays the same notes, but it uses a different fingering. We'll start with finger 5, or a pinky, on D, and then we'll hit F with finger 3, then A with 2, and use 1 on the next D an octave up. Then shift up your hand to play the next F with finger 3, play A with 2, and reach up to play D with 1. Then we'll head back down playing A with 2, and then F with 3, then shift down to play D with 1. Then play A with 2, F with 3, and land home on D with finger 5. Again, those left hand arpeggio finger numbers are 5, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1. And then back down on 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 5. Now we can practice each hand separately very slowly until you stop making mistakes, then try putting those hands together. Playing them both at the same time looks like this. If you're following along on your own piano, awesome job with those. I really do think that it gets easier from here on out, so just stick with it a little bit longer. And now we can talk about the chord progression. We go through and play the 1, 4, and 5 chord progression because these are the most common chords in pretty much any piece of music or song that you'll want to learn or to write. With just these 3 chords, you can very easily make your own music. A wide variety of music ranging all the way back to early classical music all the way to modern rock or pop songs can be made or played with just 3 chords, so it really is important to learn those. Now in a minor key, the 1 chord and the 4 chords have a minor quality, so you'll see a lowercase Roman numeral under those 2 chords to show that. Even though we're in a minor key, we'll still play a major 5 chord, even though the third interval of the major 5 chord is not actually in the minor key signature. Typically, when we play in a minor key, we'll play a major 5 instead of a minor 5 chord. There are theory reasons why this typically happens, but they all pretty much boil down to it sounds nice, so that's how we're just going to do it. If you want to learn more about why that is, check out my Intro to Music Theory playlist pinned down in the comments below. So the minor 1 chord of D minor is spelled D, F, and A. The minor 4 chord is G minor, which is spelled G, B flat, and D. And the 5-7 chord is A7, which is spelled A, C sharp, E, and G. But for the sake of making this chord progression easier to play, we'll invert the minor 4 chord to its second inversion, which will make it be spelled D, G, and B flat. And then we'll invert that 5-7 chord to its first inversion, and we're going to strike that 5th interval from the chord, which will leave us with the notes C sharp, G, and A. Our chord progression goes minor 1, minor 4, back to minor 1, major 5-7, and then end on minor 1. So we'll play that D minor chord in root position, and then go to the minor 4 chord, G minor in its second inversion, which was spelled D, G, and B flat, then go back to D minor, and then we'll head up to A7 in its first inversion, but without the 5th, giving us C sharp, G, and A, and then finally we'll end on a D minor chord in root position. Playing all of them back to back looks like this. Now great job making it through those. There's just one last thing to talk about before truly mastering the key of D minor, and those are the inversions. These are just different ways of stacking the D minor chord. So starting in the right hand, We'll play a D minor chord with the notes D, F, and A using our classic 1, 3, and 5 fingering, and then move finger 1 up to F, so we'll play F, A, and D with fingers 1, 2, and 5. Then we'll move the right hand up so that finger 1 is on A, and we'll play A, D, and F with fingers 1, 3, and 5. And then finally we'll play that D minor chord in its root position, but an octave up with the fingers 1, 3, and 5. Moving over to the left hand, the notes will be the same, but we'll use slightly different fingers. We'll play that root D minor chord with fingers 5, 3, and 1 on D, F, and A. Then we'll shift up to play F, A, and D with fingers 5, 3, and 1 again. Then we'll move up and play A, D, and F with fingers 5, 2, and 1, and then finally move up one last time to play that root D minor chord with fingers 5, 3, and 1. Now be sure to practice each hand separately until you can play it smoothly, and then put them together, which looks like this. Great job making it through those. Like all the other parts of this video, be sure and go slow before you try and grow. The hardest part of learning the piano is giving yourself the grace you need to allow yourself to be purposefully bad at something when you're first learning it. It's always alright if you don't nail something on the first try, and in fact most of us don't, even the professionals. So just let yourself learn and enjoy the process of growing in your new skills. Now let's put together everything that we've learned in this video. We'll play the scale, the arpeggio, the chords, and then finish with the inversions. Now congratulations on mastering the key of D minor. It's a very dark key, and if used correctly can be a very powerful tool in your musical arsenal. If you found this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like and subscribe if you aren't already. Thanks for watching, and be sure and stay tuned for the next video.